What's up, everybody? right here with yet another zombie survivor video. Today we are doing the long promised and much requested tier 2 weapons only run. I am telling you right now, this is not going to be a good run. I already know it's not, mainly because what's really going to hold us back is we're gonna have to waste pretty much all our banishes. We're gonna have to waste 2 banishes on our level ups to get rid of the tier 3 weapons. Because once we max out, once we max out his SMG, we're gonna have to banish the assault rifle and the sniper. Otherwise, they're just going to keep showing up in our level ups, and we're not going to be able to. It's going to be really hard to get the abilities that we need to get. So it's going to be tough. But I'm just giving a fair warning. That's how we're going to do this. I'm going to banish the tier 3 weapons. They're not even going to show up when we level up anymore. We'll get our tier 2 to max, and then they'll be gone. And that's going to be it. And the classes that we're going to run the tank for his pump action shotgun. We're going to run the engineer for the Tesla. Then we're going to run the huntress for her multi-shot. I think these are kind of the 3 characters that have the best tier 2 weapons. I don't think the SWAT's SMG is really good. The ghost kind of splash katana I don't think is going to do anything. And then obviously the medic's serum isn't really going to do much either. And we don't really want her because we are going to do a weapon build. We're going to focus a lot on, reload, fire rate, weapon damage. We're going to try to turn this into a weapon build. So we're going to start off with the tank. I want to start off with the tank because I want to get that extra armor boost, because we're not going to really have a lot of defensive abilities. And honestly, I'm not sure how much DPS we're going to really have either. So we'll see. Because I even talk about it all the time too. I love some of the tier 2 weapons. I know the Tesla, I was a huge fan of the Tesla. The pump action shotgun is really good. However, if you've watched my videos recently, you can tell that I'm very heavily into this reload build, where I actually just stick with the shotgun and we max out reload speed. We get it down to 1%, and then we just stick with the shotgun and we'll get like 4,500 DPS with it. So I'm not sure how much I care about the pump action shotgun now, but we'll see how it does in this run. It'll probably be good in this run, because I don't necessarily think we're gonna go for we're not going to go for a full 1% reload build, That's not necessarily going to be the focus here. But I mean, that might be handy because we are going to be picking up the huntress. All right, let's do Fury Unleashed with it. Because, man, it's so tempting not to do another reloaded build right now. You don't know how hard that is for me. Okay, wait. Here, I do want to talk about this right now. A lot of people have said, why don't you use the double barrel shotgun instead of the shotgun for your reload build? And here, this is the exact reason why. Look at the delay between each shot. So let's wait till Killing Frenzy goes away. Pay attention to how he shoots the shotgun here. Okay, so bam, bam, bam. So there's like that half-second delay, right? So it doesn't matter how fast we get the reload speed, we're always going to have this delay between the shots. If we stick with the shotgun and we get the reload speed down to 1%, there's going to be no delay between shots at all. You're doing a continuous fire of bullets. With the double barrel shotgun, that's not the case, because you're always going to have this slight delay in fire. And so I don't know, I don't really think it's going to be better for that build, because you might have to get fire rate also. I don't know if that helps the delay between those two shots or not. But see how there's like 1 2 1 2. If we get that down to 1%, it's still going to be 1 2 1 2. We're just going to have a really faster reload time. Okay, we can't use our banishes at all. We can't use our banishes at all. So these are not good items. These are not good items. This is already a horrible run. This is absolutely the worst run we could have had ever. But that's kind of what the logic is between that reload build. Because if we just stick with the shotgun and we get it down to 1%, we are firing constantly. It is a spray of shotgun bullets. There is absolutely no delay whatsoever. So that's why I don't know if the double shotgun is better. It probably does more damage, you know, like maybe it has a higher base damage. I'm not sure. I haven't really compared the two to see what has higher base damage, but that's the logic between why we stick with the shotgun. And so even if the double barrel shotgun does do a little bit more damage per shot, I don't know if it's here's me looking at my reload. I don't know. Lifesteal is not gonna do anything. But there you go. That's why I don't know. I mean, I'll test it. Like, I'll test it offline and we'll see how it works. I'll see how it works. I'll try to compare the DPS to it. But I do think that's the best build that we've had on the channel. I think I need to find a good third class. And I think it's really going to be, I'm kind of thinking of my next attempt to drop the SWAT character, because I think we can drop him. I don't think we need him. Even though he does provide 20% reload, I don't think we need him. I think we can drop him. I think we can get down to 1% without him, and we can roll with the tank huntress, and then maybe the medic, or the not the tank, like the ghost or something. We could get, you know, we can really stack crit. There's a lot of things we could do with that third class if we drop the SWAT. Because the SWAT character actually doesn't have a ton of DPS with that build. He's much lower than the tank in terms of DPS. And I don't know, because I know the Huntress is probably the character you want in too, because she's gonna really benefit off that 1% reload. So I need to try to fit her in. And then if she does incredibly more DPS than the SWAT, then we're for sure gonna we're gonna sub him out for good. Because if we can get down to 1%, we're basically gonna be doing non-stop shotgun blast and non-stop I would guess explosive arrows. I think that's what we would do over frost arrows. But this run, let's not talk reloaded anymore. I can talk reloaded builds all day. This run is about the tier 2 weapons. The Tesla, one of my favorite guns in the game. At least it was. I don't know if it is anymore. back in the day when everybody was first doing content for this game, I swore by the Tesla. I was like, this gun is the best. I don't even want to upgrade to the laser. We're gonna stick with the Tesla the whole game. And I know that's not the right decision because it doesn't hold up damage wise, but its stun effect for all the enemies close range to you is so good. I loved it. All right, let's do med kit. I'm predicting this is going to be a 21-minute run. That's my prediction. What's your prediction? I don't think we're not surviving. Oh, I need to banish this. I need to banish the explosive arrows. We're not. I'm almost positive we're not surviving 20 minutes here, or 25 minutes. It's gonna be. I think we're gonna be right around that 20-minute range. I just finished recording like a 1-hour video for Greedland. So if my voice seems a little shot, that's why. I can feel my voice going out a little bit. Recording for an hour and then jumping into another like 30-minute video it can be rough. All right, let's grab this. Let's get some. I hate you, game. I hate you. It wants me to do. It's like telling me, oh, Rye, just make this a tier 2 reload build. But no, we're not gonna do it. Although to be fair, in the beginning of the video I did say we will take reload because reload is still really good. It's still really good. Especially if we're rolling the Huntress, so she'll benefit a lot from it. Okay, if we see our engineer, we're gonna take him. We're gonna take him. And then we'll get him to the Tesla, and then we're done with weapons. Oh, we need to banish. Okay, we need to banish. I was like, oh, let's take freezing arrow. Nope, banish. See, because I'm looking at, it's weird because I'm looking at the tank. Because if you look on the left-hand side, so this is how you can tell if you want to do like reload. Like, see how every time we shoot our shotgun or our bow, it does the little animation, like your cooldown animation. So it basically runs on a cooldown, except your reload, instead of a cooldown reduction, it's reload. And so you can see it works the exact same way as your abilities do. It has a little meter and it goes down for each shot and things like that. So you can see the shotgun, it kind of stops right in the middle because that's it shooting its other bullet. Whereas the bow just goes 1, 1, 1, 1. And so if you get that down to 1%, it takes 0 time. That delay that you see on the shotgun is what would hurt that build a little bit. And I think we might need, like, I'm assuming fire rate. You would probably need fire rate, a little bit more fire rate to really help that. Because you can see when we get our Fury unleashed, our shotgun still does pretty good. Like, you can see him still firing at a pretty fast rate. But there's still that, like that just short delay. But who knows? Maybe if you just get a slight, like maybe you don't need a lot of fire rate to make it super effective. You know? So it's definitely worth looking at. Man, we're getting such horrible drops here. Don't want any of these. We're gonna re-roll these hard. I don't want to go too defensive, so we'll re-roll. Okay, we'll do the frying pan. We're not trying to break any records here. This is just a for funsies build, guys. For funsies. Don't jump in the comments and tell me how much I sucked at picking items. Please don't. This is for funsies. You can tell me in my other videos how much I suck at picking stuff. All right, let's do penetration. See, because a multi-shot, man, a 5-arrow multi-shot with penetration sounds really good. I wish the tank's Fury Unleashed worked on all the classes too. It only works on him. I don't think it works for everybody. Okay, we're definitely taking the Ring of Power. Like I'm trying to study the animation to see how well that shotgun, the double barrel shotgun, would play out. Because it's only really doing that really continuous fire when when he has Fury Unleashed and we have that extra, all those insane weapon stats. Guess we'll take frying pan again. We are a day late on this video too. So with my schedule, I post my schedule every Saturday morning because that's it's not always my day off, but I don't necessarily plan to have content on Friday just because I put out content almost every day. And so I try my hardest to stick to that schedule. But every once in a while, if something's not doing well, like if a certain game isn't performing as well, or if I'm really excited about doing something else, that will kind of trump the schedule a little bit. But for the most part, I pretty much stick to whatever schedule I post. But we are a day late on this build. because I'm a huge fan of schedules, if you couldn't tell. I love schedules. Sometimes it's a little hard to plan the schedule though, like because I'm kind of planning out like a week in advance, and I request keys from developers all the time, and I never know when I'm gonna get a new key. Like today I just got Soulstone Survivors, and I know that game's not new, that game's been out like a little while, but I have always been wanting to play it and I never really bought it. Never got around to buying it, but I requested a key and the developers did give me one, so I think we'll be doing some Soulstone Survivors next week. And then I try to put we try to put the games that, because I know most people come here for their survivor type games, but I never really intended for this game, for this channel, to be like just survivor stuff, but that content does so well for the channel and it's really helping the channel grow, so I've been kind of sticking to it a little bit more than I was planning to. So, and then kind of the Fridays, like my Fridays are kind of where we're going to play the off games, you know, the games that aren't really the survivor heavy type games. So for those that look at the schedule, you'll probably notice that Friday is kind of those like, oh, what kind of game is this? And there you go. That's what type of game it is. This week we're playing, this Friday I'm putting out a video for some game called Space Prison. It's, I don't even know what type of game it is. I think it's like a tactical strategy type game. I don't know, to be honest. I literally look up games. I'm like, hey, this game looks pretty good. Like, if it doesn't look like shovelware games and it looks like it has a relatively decent production values, I'll put in a request. Like, I'll be like, hey, I'll put a video up on my YouTube channel, if you give me a key. And some of the, almost every game you see on my channel, are games I've gotten a key for. Which I guess is the benefit of being like a content creator, is you get free keys a lot of the time. Even when I was, not like I'm a big YouTuber now, but like even when I was like really small, even with like when I was, before zombies came out, when I was just getting started and I had like 200 subs, I was actually still getting like a decent amount of keys, because indie developers are pretty nice with that kind of stuff. Like, you're not going to be getting any games like Starfield, but you can get a lot of indie games, and like that's how I got zombies. You know, I only had, when I put zombies out, I think I had like 250, 300 subs on the channel. So you never know. Like, if you are a content creator out there, you never know what type of game is gonna blow up for you. So that's why I think you should just kind of, if you're small, like, this isn't for big YouTubers who already have their niche. Like, find your niche, like, try a bunch of different games, get keys for games. You'll get, like, I've gotten shout outs from developers all the time. Like, they'll post on their Twitter, hey, check out O'Reilly Plays, he did this, and I'll be like, oh, sweet, awesome, thank you for that. And so you'll get that kind of stuff if you start working with other smaller developers and indie game developers. So for those that are interested, the two I use the most are keymailer.com and Lurkit. L-U-R-I-K. Hold on. L-U-R-K-I-T. Lurkit. No, they're not shady sites. These are like legit sites that work with developers, and the developers are the ones that are giving you the keys. It's not It's not anything weird like, you know, like the website like CD Keys where you can buy games. It's not like a gray area like that. Like these are actual legit content creator sites where you work with developers, you request a key, and if they like what your channel does, they'll give you one. They'll give you a key. So highly recommend it. That's where I get all these keys from. Pretty much all the games I cover. They'll keep track, like they'll keep track of all your stats. Like, did you cover the game? You need to submit your content afterwards. You can't just get a key and not post. I mean, you can, but then you're probably not going to get more keys because the developers are going to see your stats. So like on Work It, you can see, oh, Ori has 100%. Like I currently have 100% completion rate. I've covered like 60 games from their site, and so developers are going to see that. They're going to see, oh, Ori, if you give Ori a key, he's 100% going to cover it, so let's give him a key. So there's a lot of things like that. And Keymailer is the same way. You have to post your content afterwards. If you don't post it, like there's no penalty. You're not gonna go to jail. You're not gonna owe the developers money for the key, but you're probably not gonna get more keys. You know, they're gonna see that, like if Ori requests 5 games and doesn't cover any of them, developers are gonna see that and they're not gonna give me keys anymore. All right, we are at the 20-minute mark, but I think we're on the verge of death here. This is one of those things where we don't have any shields. They're like, you know, my energy shield. I love the energy shield, but it's not as beneficial if you don't have the reduced cooldown. Because it has a long cooldown if you don't have the reduced cooldown. And I don't think we have any cooldown. It's like, look at it, it's down for like 5 seconds. 8 seconds or something ridiculous. I'll be honest, I'm surprised we've actually survived this long. Well, I guess we'll do the critical damage. We don't even have a fully leveled Tesla yet. Unfortunately, my favorite gun, we didn't even get leveled up all the way. There we go. I'm gonna laugh so hard if we get to like 30 minutes. I know we're not. But I would laugh so hard if this ends up being like my best run. With just some random shit build that we're running here with tier 2 weapons. With like hardly any synergies on our drops. We didn't get luck, so there's hardly any hearts dropping for us. I'm kind of trying to make my way down towards this heart over here, but... Alright, our energy shield. Nope, our energy shield is now down. Get out of... Oh, come on. I wanted to get out of there before we took the hit, but we still took that hit. Like, I think it's the decoys. Is it the decoy that's keeping us alive? Look at this, there's... Oh, there it is, 1,000 a hit explosion. I was just on the edge of that. Just on the edge of that. I mean, that's not bad DPS. 2,200 for the pump action, 2,100 for multi-shot, 646 for the Tesla. Man, that's pretty low DPS. The taser, the Tesla. There we go. Yeah, that kind of went about. I'm actually kind of surprised we survived that long. I wasn't sure if we would make it towards like that 22-23 minute range. But that's going to be it. That's our tier 2 video. Again, like we talked about earlier, if any of you out there are like small YouTube creators and you just want to chat about anything, or you want me to like give you those links, or if you have questions about Keymailer or Workit, like I've been using those sites for a long time. I've been using them for years for Twitch streaming, and now I switched over to YouTube for it. So if you have questions, like just feel free, ask me in the comments. You can join the Discord. I usually post a link to my Discord. Hit me up in the Discord. I'm around all the time. I'll chat you up. I love building like a small community of content creators. There's a lot of other Twitch streamers that I talk to all the time. So again, if you're another content creator out there and you just want to talk, like you want to shoot ideas off each other, jump in the Discord, jump in the comment section, whatever you want to do. I'm here for it. But that's going to be it for our tier 2 run. Thank you for your patience. Sorry this is a little bit late. I try to stick to my schedule. Just this week I got really excited about the reload builds, so we kind of stuck with that an extra day. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.